Hello there everyone, this is Brother Birch. In this video I will be introducing your week 12 team activity. Congrats on making it this far. Pretty sure this is your last coding team activity. So let's go ahead and look at what you have to do for this one. So it says practice using middleware and sessions and learn how to restrict access to certain pages to only authorized users. Okay, pretty useful. So for this team activity you'll create 3 web service endpoints. Log in, log out, and get server time. Alright, if we think back to previous projects, I could do this very easily inside of a server or index.js file using an app.get or an app.post, and then just handle that specific route and then say what I'm going to do. I could make a function inside of in that when I set up that route, I could make a function to call similar to the way we've done it in the past. Okay, and then with this one, if the user is not logged in, it will return the current server time. Or sorry, if they are logged in, it'll show the time. If not, it'll return a 401 status code of unauthorized. Okay, so a couple of things to help you get started. First of all, let me go to our reading, optional reading that may be interesting and I might say extremely helpful. Okay, so this whole thing is talking about sessions. Now, for your assignment, you have to use Express sessions. Okay, so right here, we're using Express, and then, let's see, where was it? Right here, app.use session. We can set a name, a secret, a couple of flags, and then from here on out, I can actually use that session and I can use data inside of it. Now in these examples they set up a cookie and then they end up counting their page views. Okay, so they have a couple of different variables that they're storing here in their session. Something that you might want to do, so inside of this it says if a user's logged in, okay, so maybe having a session variable of a user perhaps, or something like that. But then there also should be okay, so I also have to maybe Google how to close a session once you're done with it. Okay, but this will be super helpful. A lot of stuff that you could use here. A couple of other things to kind of help you get started. If you click on test.html, it'll show you this. It's just a really simple form. Let me pull it up here. Okay, this is what it looks like. Right now, if I click on get server time, it says could not get the server time because I'm logged in. Notice I don't explicitly say that this is a 401 error. Okay, but in my code, I set the error code to 401. Okay, and then I say that I could not get the server time. All right, so this is what the form looks like that you're given here. All right, and then the other file that you were given to kind of help you get started with this is test.js. It says contains the event handler methods that will call your web services. So in other words, if I click on this, you can see I have this nice jQuery code here, a function for my login that gets called when the user pushes the button, log out, and get server time. All right, so here's like my client side JavaScript code. All right, and then inside of my server.js file, I can just say, all right, if we get to this login route, then let's call another function and let's handle that request. Or if I get to this log out, or if I get to this get server time. Okay, so I'm going to make web services for each one of these and have the routing set up for those and a function that will handle those inside of my node server.js file. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. So yeah, just some instructions here. You have to create a route for this. You guys should be skilled with this by now. We've done that for the last few weeks. And then return a JSON object. Okay, implement the logout method. Okay, and then create a route for get server time. Okay, so a lot of good stuff here. Hopefully this video is helpful in kind of getting you started. I really do feel like this reading would be helpful, and then obviously these files that you're given as well would be really helpful. So if you have any questions though while you're working on it, just let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this assignment.